We're just taking one step closer to getting our next new James Bond film, and this step is a big one. 8772 Radio U. The director for the next James Bond movie has been announced. Denis Villeneuve. Yeah!
I thought it was Villeneuve.
It's Villeneuve. One of my favorite, one of our proudest Canadian products.
Oh, I didn't know he was Canadian.
Yeah.
So French-Canadian.
French-Canadian.
All right.
Best known now for the Dune movies.
Yes.
But he also did Blade Runner 2049 and Arrival. So he's more recently been known for doing like sci-fi stuff. And I was like, interesting choice. I didn't know, one, he's a huge fan of the James Bond movies.
Okay, that's good.
But two, I forgot that he also did Sicario, which is decidedly not a sci-fi movie at all.
No.
But it is amazing, like one of the top movies of the past decade.
Yeah, pretty well done.
And so that kind of style would translate very well to James Bond. And obviously, he's a 4-time Oscar nominee. This is a guy who knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And this is a great choice.
Yeah.
I was not expecting Amazon to just knock James Bond out of the park like this.
I know. I'm very excited about this hire for them with director because I feel like Denis Villeneuve kind of fits into that rare echelon of director that's able to make a movie that has a really high budget, but also make it on a high level where it could get nominated for an Oscar. That's hard to do. That's Christopher Nolan-esque, you know? Not every director can do that because often with these blockbuster type films, you can fall into a lot of like cheesy stereotypes.
Right.
And it may not be as elevated of filmmaking, but Denis has shown he's up to the task when it comes to that.
Yeah. So this is a great choice. Now the question moves on to what we've asked for a long time. Who will be that James Bond?
Yeah.
And I don't know the answer to that. I do know that lots of people are now speculating that a villain for the next James Bond movie could be Robert Pattinson.
Really?
Yeah. How does that sound?
I'd be down to see that.
Yeah.
I like Rob Pat.
He's been the good guy, being Batman and whatever. I feel like he could, it'd be fun to see him become a bit more menacing in an evil sense.
Yeah, so why exactly are people speculating about that?
I didn't read that far ahead.
Okay. I was like, what's giving them any inkling that would be the case?
Well, he's going to be in the new Dune movie as well, right?
Oh, okay,
in the next Dune. So, I don't know. I can do some research on the fly here, but I do know it was reported even by IndieWire that there have been discussions about Robert Pattinson playing in a James Bond movie. So, I mean, it's just speculation, of course.
Oh, yeah, at this point.
I think if that were to come to fruit, that would be an excellent choice for a Bond villain.
I would be interested to see. I feel like Robert Pattinson is actually a good actor. You know, a lot of people still view him in like the Twilight sense, and they still view him as Edward. But he's come a long way since Twilight. He's had so many good movies and has really shown his acting chops. So I feel like he would be great no matter what role he had.
Yeah,
I wouldn't see him as Bond, but I could definitely see him playing a villain or some type of other character.
Apparently, there have been reports in the past too about him being a Bond, just James Bond. So who knows?
I have heard that, but I think you can't be Batman and James Bond. Like you can't.
Why not?
You can't
be
both.
that cool. Nobody can be that cool.
You can't have both. That's like you're way too much if you have both of those.
Yeah,
that's
a lot to juggle. Yeah. But I'm excited now. I love the James Bond movies.
Yes.
So obviously there's been so many, some are better than others, but as a franchise, it's so fun.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, but I was nervous what it was going to look like, but you give Denis Villeneuve the reins and I'm all in.
I'm still nervous until I see who they cast as James Bond. I got to be honest.
He's never had a miss.
I don't think Denis will miss, but will the Bond miss?